All right, let's dive right into a pretty wild thought experiment. We're going to rewind the clock about 60 million years to ask a truly terrifying question. What would actually happen if you were swallowed by the prehistoric monster snake, the Titanoboa? So there you have it. That's the setup. You're trapped, the clock is ticking, and things are about to get messy. The stakes are as high as they get. So really the only question is, could you possibly survive? Let's break it down. Okay, so first things first. Before we can even get into what happens inside, you've got to meet the creature itself. And trust me, this is a snake that pretty much defies belief. Its name literally means Titanic boa, and it absolutely earned it. This wasn't just some snake. This was an apex predator that basically ruled the swamps of South America long after the dinosaurs checked out. And this right here, this really puts its insane size into perspective. We are talking about a snake that was 13 meters long. To give you an idea, that's longer than a city bus. Seriously, just try to picture that slithering towards you. And it's not just the length that's terrifying. This thing weighed an estimated 1 ton. And all of that weight? Well, that's the engine behind its incredible, deadly power, which we're about to get into right now. All right, let's talk about phase 1 of the attack. See, a Titanoboa doesn't just swallow its prey. First, it's got to subdue it, and its method is just brutally efficient. Now, this is where movies get it all wrong. The Titanoboa doesn't kill you by slowly crushing your bones. The real science is actually way faster and, honestly, more horrifying. After that lightning-fast ambush, its main goal is to cut off all blood flow to your brain. It's not about breaking you, it's about causing a massive, instant stroke. You'd be unconscious in seconds. It's a terrifyingly precise, low-energy way to make sure you can't fight back. So, once you're unconscious, which would happen almost instantly, the next phase begins, being swallowed whole. And this, my friends, is the absolute point of no return. This is where the real horror show begins. Just try to imagine this. You're being pulled, probably head first, into complete, suffocating darkness. You're surrounded by these incredibly powerful, rippling muscles, all just dragging you deeper and deeper. The pressure is unbelievable, and there is zero air. To really drive home how hopeless this is, let's play out a little scenario. Let's imagine a modern survival expert, we'll call him Chase. If he somehow came face to face with this thing and got swallowed, what would actually happen? So Chase is a pro, right? He's got a big survival knife. The obvious question is, why couldn't he just cut his way out? What do you think would stop him? And the answer is just brutally simple. It doesn't matter what kind of gear you have. The sheer force of the snake's insides would completely pin you down, squeezing every last molecule of air out of your lungs. You wouldn't be able to move a muscle, let alone breathe. You'd pass out from lack of oxygen long before you could even think about reaching for that knife. And that brings us to the final, unavoidable part of this journey. Phase 3, the acid bath inside the belly of the beast. Remember that 3-minute countdown from the beginning? Well, here it is. The second you drop into the stomach, you're swimming in ridiculously powerful digestive acids. Within the first minute, your skin and soft tissues are already starting to dissolve. A minute later, your clothes are just gone. And by the 3-minute mark, the acid is actually strong enough to start softening and dissolving your skeleton. It's an unbelievably efficient system. So yeah, when you put all of these pieces together, the squeeze, the suffocation, the acid bath, the final verdict is, well, it's pretty clear. So let's just recap why your chances are 0. It's a perfect system of death. Stage 1, the constriction, stops your brain. If that somehow fails, Stage 2, the suffocation inside the esophagus will get you. And if you could miraculously survive all of that, the final stage, that hyperacidic digestion, makes sure there is absolutely positively no escape. You know, the Titanoboa is gone, but it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? We only discovered its fossils in the 21st century. It just leaves you with this one last, chilling thought. What other ancient terrors are still out there, undiscovered, waiting for us, right beneath our feet?